Unbelievable afternoon. What is it like after, let's face it, some tough times to see this place like this?
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Being here with our people, with the fans, with the team, we really know how we suffer on this during the season. But the only way is putting the face here and showing who we are. And I think today it was the best moment to do it. And I think the team, not just the players who were on the pitch, but also on the bench, the staff, everyone was part of that.
Is the togetherness you feel with the fans, the energy that's here right now, just maybe the best you've known it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think one important thing that Michael Carrick said, he said, use the energy of the people. And today, I think we did it, and when we are together like this, it's impossible to lose at home.
Bryan, is it your most special day so far in the red shirt?
Yeah, I think it's one of them. Obviously, scoring in front of this stand is unbelievable. You know, derby is even more. And like Licha said, the atmosphere, we used the energy of the fans today, and this place was unbelievable today.
What's it been like for you in the last sort of week or two? You obviously have the pride of going away and representing your country, and while you're there and you come back, everything's changed.
Yeah, obviously. When I came back, a lot of things changed, but I think we have a very good group. We've always been together, like stick together. We have fantastic unit, so I think it's unbelievable.
Lisandro, obviously Bryan got his goal. The other thing that happened today is you kept Man City as a whole, but Erling Haaland quiet. Really proud of that. Not just the defence, but the defensive effort as a whole from the whole team.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you play against this kind of players, the team defend, not just one or two players. And I think today we defend so good. We were compact all the time, and then you have the confidence to go to the duels. And I think you feel today different energy when you see in the eyes of the player. And I think today the team won. That's the most important for me, and I'm happy with that.
It feels like we've been talking about your height ever since you came to England, but a defender like you, not the biggest centre-half, how do you deal with a giant like Haaland, and obviously not just a giant, a top player as well?
Being focused the whole game. I think if you give 1 or 2 seconds to Haaland, he will score. And I think you have to be really focused in the game and don't have to be comfortable in the back like nothing happened, because then the switch and the change, the click and the score, they are like this. That's why Haaland every season scored 30, 40 goals. So I think we have to be always focused.
Bryan, last word on the new manager. How well has he done to bring you together in terms of like the emotional effort, the intensity, but also the tactical switches he made today? How much of this is down to him, to Mikel Carrick?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of everything. Obviously, it's not easy because we had only 3 days, and I think as I said, because we are all together, we all want to go in the same way, in the same aim as well. So I think we tried to be as focused as possible today. As Licha said, we've been a lot together. Everyone was defending, everyone was attacking. So at the end, it's been a team effort today. Very good result.
Well played, both of you.
Thank you.
And they get a great reception from the Stretford end as well as they depart from Patrick Davison, and why not after.
Arsenal's version of Foden could finish Eze's Emirates career. Arsenal are nothing if not relentless. Having withstood any number of the obstacles under Mikel Arteta's management, they are now primed for silverware after years of hard work. Atop the Premier League table, with a foot in the Carabao Cup final and it all to play for in the FA Cup and Champions League, the Gunners are riding the crest of a wave this season, surely the most dangerous and complete team in English football, perhaps Europe. 3 years in a row, the Emirates side have finished runners-up in the Premier League, but their transfer work under technical director Andrea Berta appears to have provided the final touch, though it's curious to note that, along with big-money striker Victor Gyökeres, Eberechi Eze has struggled to nail down a starting berth after his £67 million move from Crystal Palace. How Eze's performing at Arsenal? Eze, 27, scored the winning goal at Wembley to seal for Crystal Palace the FA Cup last season, defeating Manchester City. Since moving to boyhood club Arsenal, the electric midfielder has possibly suffered from stepping into a team compact with elite quality, and he's been on the margins in recent weeks. The England international cannot be written off, of course, but he should be offering more. Still, there's enough there to suggest he will kick on and realize his potential sooner rather than later, with SofaScore showing he has won 59% of his ground duels and dribbles, albeit only creating a chance once every 2 matches on average. The key point here is that Eze is not a young and talented prospect, but a lucrative arrival tasked with providing Arteta's attack with fresh fuel. Given that the Gunners' offensive third has drawn the most criticism this season, he might have hoped to have done better so far. Eze might hope for a more prominent role in Arteta's title-challenging squad, but he has earned minutes, as displayed in the graphic below. Given that there are 4 months of the season still to play, it's fair to suggest that Eze has been given ample time to showcase his quality for the Gunners. Equally, though, he's been an unused substitute across 4 of Arsenal's last 5 Premier League fixtures, seeing only 12 minutes of action last time out against Liverpool. While the powers that be and the fan base remain hopeful that Eze will rediscover the form that immortalized him at Selhurst Park, he will need to improve quickly, especially with an up-and-coming talent pushing for their own place in Arteta's starting lineup. Arsenal's own Foden could be bad news for Eze. Despite struggling for minutes this season, Ethan Nwaneri is determined to fight for his place at the Emirates Stadium after signing a 5-year professional contract last year. A loan move has been mooted for the 18-year-old playmaker. Nwaneri is one of the most exciting prospects in world football. He made his Premier League debut at a record-breaking young age, and he has been described by one analyst as being Arsenal's version of Phil Foden. Moreover, he scored 10 goals from only 51 senior appearances in North London Red, and he ranks among the top 18% of positional peers across Europe for pass completion and the top 1% for successful take-ons per 90, as per FBref. This is all well and good, but how does it pertain to Eze? Well, we can safely assume that Arsenal are going to fork out a significant figure on a new out-and-out left winger in the coming years, thus limiting Eze to central attacking midfield, his preferred position, should he want to nail down a moveless starting berth in Arteta's system. But Nwaneri could jeopardize that, already so talented and so effective compared to other teenagers. Arsenal will know full well the success that their rivals Man City have found through the nurturing of homegrown hero Foden, who won the 2023-24 Premier League Player of the Year after an awe-inspiring title-winning season. Nwaneri is on the same track, possibly not good enough yet to start week in and week out for the Emirates side, but undoubtedly capable of usurping the likes of Eze and becoming a superstar down the line, quicker than many might think. 7 players set to miss Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal as Mikel Arteta faces anxious wait. Arsenal travel to the City ground as they look to extend their lead at the top of the Premier League table. It's back to Premier League action for Arsenal as they look to extend their lead at the top of the table. Mikel Arteta's men are currently 6 points ahead of Manchester City in second place ahead of this weekend's games. Arsenal are likely to be keeping a close eye on the early kickoff, which sees City take on rivals Manchester United at Old Trafford. Later in the day, the Gunners travel to the East Midlands to take on Nottingham Forest at the City ground. Sean Dyche's men will be looking to bounce back from an FA Cup third-round defeat against Wrexham in their last outing. Arsenal, meanwhile, were in midweek action as they came out as 3-2 winners over Chelsea in the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final. In a boost, Arteta has confirmed that the game did not provide him with any new injury problems. But both sides will still be without players. With that in mind, here is a look at all of the players who could miss the game. Arsenal has faced mockery this season for what some rivals perceive as an over-reliance on set pieces, yet the Gunners have shown no hesitation in using every available method to gain an advantage. In a modern game where winning trophies has become increasingly difficult, finding alternative ways to secure results is essential, and Arsenal has embraced that challenge. Mikel Arteta has assembled one of the strongest squads in European football, but opponents consistently make it difficult for his side to score from open play. Teams often defend deeply against Arsenal, limiting space and forcing them to seek different solutions in the final third. In that context, developing strength from dead ball situations has become a valuable asset rather than a weakness. Set pieces have worked effectively so far, but it would be inaccurate to claim that Arsenal scores and wins matches through that method alone. The team continues to dominate possession, apply pressure high up on the pitch, and create chances through a variety of attacking patterns. As they prepare for their next match this weekend, scrutiny will once again fall on how they approach the game, with rival supporters eager to see whether set pieces play a decisive role. Dyche highlights Arsenal's wider strengths. Sean Dyche has dismissed the idea that Arsenal should be labeled as a one-dimensional side. Speaking according to Arsenal media, he offered a broader assessment of their qualities, saying, "They keep the ball well, they've been productive, they get the ball forward quicker than they have been previously. Everyone talks about their set pieces, but they're not just a set-piece outfit, that's for sure. They're a very strong outfit, so you've got to be ready on all levels." His comments underline the respect Arsenal commands across multiple areas of the pitch. Rather than being defined by a single strength, they are a well-rounded team capable of hurting opponents in different ways, which is precisely what makes them so difficult to face.